Okay, here we're back again. So the products, materials and items you probably need to do the flick and spin. That's not too drastic actually. I've only got one hand and my hand's a bit sore, so let's see how we go. So, right, what I use in Australia to do the flick and spin, basically in my classes, because I need large amounts of paint, is Montmartre. It's an average, what they call it, signature or studio acrylic, and I found this one is really good for these type of pours. This is an Australian, I think you can get it in America or other countries. I mix this with Floetrol. Now this is an Aussie Floetrol, but I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with whatever Floetrol you have if you use Floetrol, right? Now other paints that might be suitable in this type of mid-range, I think maybe the Liquitex Basics. I'm not going to go into others because I really don't use others when I'm doing this in my class, but they're a basic paint and they have to be of reasonable quality to be able to be diluted. So the craft paints, no. Yeah, there's Joe Sonia, I don't know, I don't use it in this one, but yeah, it's one of those things that I know these paints work and probably this one. Now for people that don't use these but have got better quality paints, right, that can be mixed just with water, you can do that. And I'm just showing a few of these. So these paints have got much higher viscosity, intensity of pigments, and so they can cope with being diluted in water. And water, I use a demineralized, or you can use boiled water. The reason I use this instead of just tap water is that if you're having them and keeping them and you've mixed it and they're going to be shelled for a little bit of time, you don't want any contaminants from waters starting to, I suppose, create fungus or worms or whatever problems in your paint. So boil your water, or what you call it, this is demineralized. There's another name for this, I forgot what it used to be called, but anyway. So the good paints are Amsterdam series, Liquitex Heavy Body, Golden Heavy Body, there is Winsor Newton Galleria, and I think there is some, what's it called, I'm not sure, Urtrek ones as well, but this is quite a decent range, all right? When you mix your heavy bodies, remember, you mix a little bit of water gradually so it doesn't make it hard to blend in. Now, the other paints, Golden is a good brand, and this is the fluid ones. So for anyone that's wanting to use these, because it's fluid, I would strongly suggest you mixing this with a good binder so that it gives you the paint. Now you've got things like Golden Color, you've got things like Liquitex. Bearing in mind, Liquitex does dry the paints really quickly. So yeah, if you've got any really good binders that you're happy with, you can do that. You can also get some soft or regular gels from Golden and then mix that in and add a bit of water that way. So that's the paints, and I'm going to move them out the way because I need my room for the other items. So apologise about this. Oops. So I'm going to bring in the spinners. All right. Right, now your spinners, they could be a number of different types of spinners, all right? This is a cake spinner, nice and clean as you can see. It was silver, right? So not sure the cost of those. This is another cake spinner, nowhere near as sexy as these. We can get into more elaborate spinners that some people make. This is, I think, Erica Hughes's little mini spinner. All right, exceptional. You could even probably use a Lazy Susan. You know, the other thing with Erica Hughes is her spinners. She's got extenders for her spinners. And some other people make these up. So if you can see, it's a big beauty. These can come off to make a spinner that's that size, all right? But, you know, if you've got what you call a handy man, husband or boyfriend that thinks they can whip up something, that is fine. In the next video, I will show you how to use maybe the smaller spinners and change them so that you can fit your canvas on them. Right, the other things you need are, right, I'll just take this off. Now, I think I said in my instructions, this can be messy, this flick and spin. So what I've done here, this is called, we call this core flute, which a lot of signs are made up that they put up outside. So all I've done is I've concertined them, taped them together to make a background. As you can see, my splatter from the spins. All right, you really need something to stop this. You can put cardboard there, whatever is easier and an app hand. All right, you just need something because this can shoot off. And I've got many splatters all over my art room. Now, the other thing that I use is another concertina piece of, this is actually from a dog puddle pool, or whatever you call them, little doggy bar puddle pool. And I've just cut off the plastic down the bottom. And yeah, I've used, I think you can see that. And then I've used that to go around my spinner to protect it, you know, the area. You don't have to. If you're, you can see that? It's just a little barrier when you're spinning. All right, just a tip. If you're happy with, you know, your spills going everywhere, but because I have numerous different people, kids and things like that, I just need to have that little thing. The other things that you will need and may need are a couple of balloons. These are optional depending on how your centers work out. All right, it's just another thing that I found very, very useful. It's more like an embellishing thing after you've done your pour. So this one's got no water in, and this one has got a bit of water in, and it can be controlled a little bit differently because it's got some weight. Now, that's it. Yes, you can use different embellishing tools, but they're the basic things that I use. So I will end here and work on the next video about how to do the canvas on the spinners for you. Bye for now.